And when a currency collapses, not everybody is impacted in the same way. We saw in the pandemic that when a government imposes a lockdown, for some people it's not that bad actually, and for some people it's devastating. Would you agree with me? When the lockdowns came to our family, because we live in the countryside, we could go for a 5-mile walk every day, and we were quite happy to be all locked down at home because we could walk out in the countryside. But if you were living in an apartment in Manhattan or New York, it was a very different experience, the lockdowns. And so when the money collapses, different sectors of society do well, and other sectors of society are impoverished. So for instance, when the currency collapsed in Germany in 1918 to 1923, people stopped spending on legal issues because they were too worried about daily survival, so lawyers mostly went out of business. When the currency collapsed, people couldn't afford for more advanced surgeries, so they just accepted they were going to die, and so there was a lot of unemployment among the medical professions. When the economy started collapsing, corruption became rampant in the public sector as public officials wanted bribes to do what they were being paid to do by the government, but because their official salaries were worthless, they wanted money from every person they met in order to do their job. Corruption became rampant in the public sector. When the economy collapsed, unions became extremely powerful, and Sister White tells us about the power of unions at the end of times. Unions became powerful because when workers got together, they could negotiate inflation-busting pay rises with their employers. And what they agreed was that payrolls shifted from being paid on a monthly basis to a bi-weekly basis, and by 1923, payrolls were being paid on a weekly basis, and in some cases, people were being paid on a daily basis, because if your salary was, let's say, 500 marks in the month, and you were paid on the first day of the month, you could exchange that for a few goods. But if you were paid at the end of the month, those 500 marks wouldn't pay for anything. And so people wanted to be paid in shorter and shorter pay cycles to make sure they got some value out of their income before their income, the real purchasing power, was eroded by the inflation.